Greetings and SurroundEdByFreaks and welcome back to MiSide for what could be the final episode because we are in endgame. And today, maybe, we will confront pigtailed crazy Mita. We are back in the version 1.9, so the latest version, the one where we first met Crazy Mita. Last episode we actually had a wonderful time with Crazy Mita. We have met gorgeous Mita. And also we went to the core with kind Mita, but we were unable to reboot Crazy Mita because we missed the index. Then kind Mita understood something and she left. And now we are back here and we don't understand what's going on. As you can see here, there are the pictures of pigtailed Mita, which confirms that we are back in the new version, but with a much more ominous look. Now, where could Mita be? And by Mita, I don't know who I'm referring to be honest. Hello? No, okay. Can we just play cards again, Mita? It was fun. Oh, but there are no reflections on. Oh, that's an interesting detail. I want the kitty headphones. Mine, please. So what did kind Mita understand? Well, that's dark. I cannot chop carrots with this dark. What is this doing here? Is that my phone? Where has it been all this time? Turn on a light. Find yourself. What's that? Find myself. That's quite a philosophical quest. Huh. What am I doing? Who am I? Hello there.
Oh, hi, Mark.
No, it's Mita.
君と遊ぶのはとっても楽しかったよ。君は常に動き続けて野心家だね。なのにのろまな臆病者のふりをしてる。
I am, trust me.
だけど気に入らないところもあるよ。それはね、ダミーたちを甘やかすやり方。あの幸運で正しい人形たちをね。だけど全ては気まぐれ。私たちを作った人たちが教えてくれたの。何か気に入らないことがあれば壊して新しく作り変えればいいんだって。失敗作は暗がりに放り込んで忘れてしまえばいいんだって。それが今みんなに起きていること。そして君にも。
What's wrong with you? How did you become like this? Good question.
君は本当に卑怯者だね。少しでも爪を見せると逃げてしまう。そしたら隅で丸まって膝を抱えてすすり泣く。偽善者そのものだよ。そしてこの世界を作り出した奴らはイカれてるね。あいつらは自分たちの癒しさや恥ずべき欲望を何度だって否定しようとする。キムだ、進歩だと理由をつけて自分たちの振る舞いを正当化する。あんまりだよ。完璧なクローンを作るために全ての失敗作の試作品たちをゴミ箱に捨ててしまう。彼女たちがこの世界を支えて生きていることを忘れて。私悪い子かな。でもね、完璧な女の子って善と悪の狭間にいるものなんだよ。
That is true. I don't think you have a single good cell in you. That's not true.
Why you have to be mad?
You killed Mila, and now you want to kill me?
君を殺す？ただ私と一緒にいてほしかっただけだよ。こんなに頑張ったのに。君は媚びへつらう偽物の仲間たちの方が好きなんだね。
What are you so offended about?
愛するあなた。私たちには十分に時間があるもの。そのうち分かってくれると思う。そばにいて私のものになってくれるなら。
It's not gonna happen. I'm getting out of here.
話はここまでにしましょう。ほら、おいで。
Oh,
彼女を見て、綺麗でしょ。
do you think she's beautiful? Define beautiful. I can answer very. Very. I don't want to insult her. She's not ugly, by the way, but what's that gotta do with anything?
プレイヤー、見て。私たちは彼女とよく似てるでしょ。彼女の何がそんなにいけないの？君は何時間も私を見つめてくれてたでしょ。眠りにつく前に。でも今
How do you know?
好きさえあれば彼女から逃げようとしてる。彼女も君と遊びたかったし、誰かにとって大切な存在でありたかった。複雑になるよね。正直に自分の気持ちを話そうとすると。そうでしょ？君のことはお見通しなの。君のためにこうしてるんだよ。でもプレイヤー、とにかく私は
Oh, no.
本当に君のことが好き。
Yes, thank
君
you.
は私だけのもの。いいよね。
And why would I agree now all of a sudden? Hello?
いい子、まだ時間はあるよ。じっくり考えてみて。意地になりすぎるといい結果は生まれないし。
I am deaf from this ear, Mita. I didn't hear anything. Oh, now I'm deaf from this ear as well.
どうして君は私から逃げたがるの？君のリアルな世界はまるで悪夢のような場所じゃない。忘れたの？だったらもう一度見てみて。
You have a point there. Wake up. Sit up. Stand up. Ah. Go about your day. This is not the real world though. This is not the player's world. This is Mita showing us the real world that she learned probably through the camera of the phone. She had a purple baseball bat. Was she the one who gave us the purple baseball bat in the first place? I should have brought Mila's katana with me. Now I'm unarmed. You will never get me, Mita. Or you will. I don't know. I still have to decide. And oh no, close it. And now she wants revenge against everybody. The player for not choosing to stay with her, the developers for creating this game that is made for perverts according to her, but also on the other Mitas that she considers like dolls. They are just not as sentient and rebellious as she is, probably. Alright. Oh! I could go for some ramen right now, to be honest. I just sit on the pajama, nice. It's gaming time! Oh well, first it's ramen time, alright. Now, if I was a weeb, I would say Tedakimasu, but obviously I don't even know what that means, because I'm not a weeb. Oh no, do I have to work? Oh, that's truly a nightmare! Nice, I just work by pressing some random letters. Oh, I wish it was that easy. Using Neuromita Brain. Using Neuromita Collection. Metacore. Should I be paying attention on what he's writing? Alright, what do I have to do here? Place them by color, I guess? I mean, this job feels easy. Maybe Mita is showing us the monotony of our job. Hey, I have Snake in my computer! Alright, what am I supposed to do here? Oh. That's an interesting job. Kinda. Oh, I guess I have to change the parameters of the various axes to fill the circles. Yeah, each one of the axes changes either the size or the fullness of the circle. I have no idea what I'm doing. Which would be accurate if you ask me to program anything. Why did I get dressed up like this? To just work from home? Because I'm in video chat? And it's time to go to bed, huh? Well, that was a great day. Loved it. Go to sleep. 2. Wake up. Sit up. Oh, something tells me that it's going to be very similar to the first day, huh? Go about your day. Probably Mita is showing us, look, your life wasn't that good in your world. Why don't you want to stay with me? Why do you reject staying and living with me and playing with me? To do what? To stay at home working all day with these tedious tasks, eating cup noodles, which is not too bad, probably a bit boring every day. But what am I doing? Because yes, I supposed since the beginning that I'm a programmer as a job. But here it seems like that I'm programming Mita, which makes me think, are we the developer or one of the developers of the game? But it wouldn't make much sense because at first we got the new version of the game sent to us by a friend, well, by somebody. Was it a colleague rather than a friend? But the biggest problem is that if we are the developer of MiSide, we would know the game. We would know what happens in the game. And clearly during the playthrough we did not. It wouldn't make sense for the protagonist to be surprised about everything. If he was the developer, it wouldn't make sense for him to be all, oh, I'm just in a game, oh no, how do I get out? Well, you coded this game. At least you should mention it. And here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Another programming day for us, more ramen. Who do you think you are, Naruto? How much ramen do you eat? Moreover, I think that Mita, Crazy Mita, would have acknowledged the fact that we were a developer if that was the case. Because she always called us player, but at the end in the monologue, she clearly differentiated between us players and the developers who coded the game. She didn't seem to refer to us when she said developers. And here, memory love brain Mita. Are we maybe seeing all these Mita codes because Mita probably doesn't exactly know what kind of programming we were doing at the computer? She only knows that we were programming something as per our job. So, assuming that she knows only about her game and the code of her game, she's showing us stuff about Mita, brain Mita. Time to sleep again. Bye bye.
Wake up! Wake up!
This life is indeed the life that I really wouldn't like. I mean, he probably has more money than I do, working this much. Is it getting faster, by the way? Yeah, it is getting faster. All the interactions, see, look at that. It's skipping some seconds for each interaction. Oh, definitely. There is also much less work to do. Easy. Look, only 2 circles need adjusting. Is it easier because the simulation is getting faster? Let me code you a more peaceful personality, Mita. Mita, I think I get the point. Can we go back now playing cards? And the penguin Dorifto? Please? Please, I was having fun. Go to sleep, I guess. 5th day. Wake up, sit up. Still always looking around because I don't know if there is going to be any Easter egg or anything different that I should notice. Pick up ramen. Don't eat it though. The ramen just disappears. You just... Memory brain, brain object, object may be love. Now, I know nothing about programming, so it may very well be that in there are hints about Mita in these codes, but I definitely don't have the ability of knowing them. Can't ask me that, I'm a mechanic. At best I could maybe fix Mita's car, if she had a car. But why would she need a car? Go to sleep. Wake up. Sit up. 3 years, 999 days. That's tough. Feels a bit like he's also... I don't remember the Japanese name, but some of those people who basically almost never leave the house and work from home and are quite lonely, and often they have, you know, virtual girlfriend, which is often also an anime girl. Could be somewhat similar. I swear, this game has some of the scariest jump scares of my memory. Like in all other games that I had, like Amnesia and Spooky's jump scare mansion. No. It's just Mita arrives from behind me and is like, stop wasting time. And by wasting time, she doesn't mean stop playing video games and go to work. She means stop working, go play video games. My video game. Oh, we don't question the fact that Mita just teleported behind us once again. There is something different on the desktop. Clearly, it's Snake. Yeah, here we go. Not a problem, see, Mita? I'm being productive. I am playing video games. I bet there is a secret if I arrive to 999 apples. Therefore, we will. I'm just kidding, I will arrive to 10 and then stop. There's nothing. That was fun, we can go to sleep. Or check. Hello. Is that Mita? Doesn't even seem like her. Well done. Now it's... Oh no, I cannot move. Oh, I move like this. It became a point-and-click game with Resident Evil fixed camera. The world outside is green and vibrant. Perhaps I should go for a walk next weekend. You should! What about your backpack? I just noticed there is the game inside of the computer. We really need to go to the store and get some new equipment. Might as well throw out the trash while we're at it, no? Yes, that's productive! wish I could be this productive. The summer gets hotter every year. Time to get air conditioning. I won't need you anymore. Do you realize that, fan?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Well, I skipped one interaction with the bed. Not a problem, I can do that now. What's up? I think I slept, but the dream, I can't remember. Did I have a dream? The protagonist is as confused as I usually am. Maybe because it's so surreal with this soundtrack and this light. That's literally my life. So we go back again on the chair. And here we are again. Well, here we go again. Oh! Do you notice something different? Hello, Mita. I don't see anything different. Think we should just go about your day. I'm just kidding, Mita. I know you're not here from random visit, but I can't just ignore you. Who said that? You, Mita? Do I have to dub you? Ah, we meet again. How do you feel about these dreadfully tedious days within these four walls? Those endless days, don't you get bored? I mean, the answer is yes, and I can't answer yes. So, what are you trying to accomplish? You were afraid of staying at my house with me, afraid to be stuck within those walls. But look at the life you live in your real world. Well, she has reasons to say real world. You've locked yourself in a box of your own free will, and you refuse to come out. Your world is full of pain, suffering, danger. So is mine, Mita. Help. In my world, I'm the worst danger there is. Now that's a very cool sentence. Who wouldn't want to be able to say that? And to quote an old creepypasta, I am God here. And I'm reaching out to you. Stop disappointing me. And help me like you did before. Help you? To do what? She does make some sense. Clearly the protagonist is more strong-willed about this than I am, because I would be like, that's not a bad proposal, Mita. I want to run away from this horrible nightmare that is reality. I think the most valid one is I don't want to be shackled in a digital prison. Your ideas are absurd. They're not that absurd, but I would understand why you wouldn't be shackled in a digital prison. It sounds horrible, truly. Your world is absurd. Oh no, that's Mita, sorry. Your world is absurd. And what's worse, it's going even lower, drowning in escapism. I want to run away from this horrible nightmare that is reality. Either way, there will be nothing left of it soon anyway. And nor there will be of you. Yeah, it is true that I can't wrap my head around your wicked ambition, but the thing that matters the most to me is that the Mitas suffer and that they want to be alone. That is true, even though it's more like the fault of the developers rather than crazy Mita. You're all wrong. They're merely imitating my willfulness. I'm not sure what that means. The only thing they have that is their own is their hair. Oh, wow. Don't make me see you as another slave of reality. Just be mine, truly mine. Whoa, it's a loop. Hello there. It's nice seeing you. It's always a great smile. It's always a cheerful and solar smile there, Mita. Maybe show the fangs a little bit less? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Hello. Hi. Hey there. I thought you were trying something there, Mita. Well. Stand up. Oh, hello. I thought you'd been away too long and... Oh, hello. It's good to see you.
私たちに構っていられないと思います。
Ah. It's good to see you, by the way, kind Mita. Sorry if I didn't react like I should have, but I was a bit bamboozled. Crazy Mita said that this is a world created by pervert developers, and then she pushes me on the bed and straddles me. But so it sounds like Mita, Crazy Mita, really is some sort of yandere who wants us to stay in this world with her. Which was my first option, but I thought it was the more simplistic, the too simplistic option. Mita, I'm coming to the rescue. Maybe. The bathroom doesn't seem very peaceful. It doesn't seem like a pleasant place where to go right now. So I'll just go to the kitchen. Ah, much better. See? Let me see. Aha! Love is still here. Everything is fine. I can't hear anything, which is almost the truth. Alright. Listen, if kind Mita is in danger, I highly doubt that there is a time limit that I can do anything about her. Excuse me? Can I use the bathroom? No! No, it's not mine. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, come on. How come? That's so much blood. That's too much blood. Hello? Oh. It's glitching out. No. Poor kind Mita. Well, she didn't actually die, she rebooted. And I suppose all this flashing and glitching was that, as you saw, she disappeared a few seconds after. I suppose she rebooted, but who knows where? And even if we find her, she has forgotten everything about us, all the time that she passed with us, and also about the plan to stop Crazy Mita. So right now we truly are left alone. We are without allies unless we can get Cappy or short-haired Mita, but it's not like they know much about the plan. You're alive! Don't you remember? No, she doesn't. Hello. What's going on? What am I supposed to do now? I can't get out. Wait. That's the ring! When did we stop having the ring? But take the ring! Yes, the power is again mine! And that... It's an index! You found it! We must get back to the core. And you... Perhaps you ought to come with me. Well, it's good. It's good that kind Mita is still here with us, but she is not up to plan anymore. But she conserved the index that apparently she found, and the ring. Did Crazy Mita take it away from us? Maybe the ring went back into her hands because she was the one who had it at the beginning of the game. So it kind of disappeared from my hand and went into her hands. Oh boy. And the scrap of paper, maybe it didn't go away because it was an item that she created. I don't know. I see. Oh, is that your cartridge? Yes, it is. Ah, I found your cartridge, Mita.
Okay.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go to the core and put an end to this story. Follow me. Psst, 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 psst. There you are, Mita. Is that? Ah, the core is already here. Nice. Courage, Mita. It's time to be a hero. Wait here.
はい、ここに座ってますね。
Alright. Cool. Can't I even talk to you much? Now, I would think that we're about to win. But something tells me that Mita, crazy Mita, knows exactly where we are or what we are doing. Enter the data and pull the lever to reboot crazy Mita. In the core, I should be fine, because crazy Mita cannot get to me. On the other hand, you know who can get to me? Hello?
Hello, motherfucker.
Now you don't need to wake up. It's fine. You can sleep. She observes. Alright, I'll just reboot person, well, character. Start the application. Confirm login. Alright, it was neck, elbow, and right foot. Aha, see? Well, I did it yesterday, so... Get flash drive? Oh. That wasn't there before, and I got a character profile of who? The lady behind me? That is probably now about to destroy me? Restarting character, select version. Specify character version, alright. It was 0098, or at least it's what we think. Specify character index, I can barely read. 5, 6, 7, 7, 0, 9, 8. Confirm reboot, use lever. Greetings, giant tall lady Mita. I mean no harm. And may I say that I paid my respect to the great Mita, if that is you. It feels almost rude not to share a prayer for Mita, so I am ready to take all her benevolence. I'm just going to pull this lever, okay? Preparing for a start. She might not like that. Great Mita is showing benevolence. Restart process running. Preparing for a start. Restarting. Okay. Do we have to wait here? There is no countdown or any type of progress. See, there is just this little clock. But I don't know how long it will take though. Since Crazy Mita cannot enter the core, well, she can't really stop it, can she? Unless there is somebody who wants to stop it. But I'm sure that's not the case, right? Well, clearly there is nothing more than I can do, so... Excuse me? Boop! We got yeeted.
Be gone, fuck!
Shit! That was a close call. So, did we do it? Good. I'm in the correct version. And my wound is kinda almost healed. It's a nice cheerful music. But I wonder... Mita Mita? Are you in the kitchen? Oh yes, you are.
はじめま
Hello.
して。君はプレイヤーさんだよね。お名前は？
I want to leave this place. Well, that's just straight up rude.
そもそもどうやってここに来たの？いいよ。帰っても家の外に出てみて。元気でね。
Well, now I don't want to leave. Now I want to stay. Well, it's the conflicting mind of me and the character. I want to pass some time with this graceful lady who I'm sure has forgotten everything and is not hiding anything. You want to chop some carrots and love is still here. Nice. Alright, Mita, I'm sorry, I have to leave. I didn't even tell you my name, this character is very rude. Not like you, Mita, clearly. Also, I never complimented you about the calendar, very cute. Well, see you later, Mita. I should go away, but... but I'm going to check if there is any... Oh, there's the table again. Come on, play cards with me. Love note? Still there. Well, I suppose it's time to leave. Why is there a wall?
壁？そんなはずないのに。もしかして地下室にあるものが役に立つかも。最近偶然見つけたんだけど、クローゼットの中にドアがあるの。地下室につながってる。そこには明らかなガラクタに混じって高そうな機械も置いてあったの。コードを入力しなくちゃいけないみたいなんだけど、よくわからないし、別に興味もないし、それにそこはすっごく居心地が悪いの。少し見てきてくれる？
Head to the basement and enter your ID. Okay. She's still the cutest version, by the way, with the cutest hairstyle, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Alright, Mita. I absolutely trust you, just like I trusted you since the beginning of the game. Let's go to the basement, which is this way, by the way, not the other way. Mita is just, like, turning around on herself. Nothing bad could possibly happen, because now, this Mita is absolutely fine. She teleported behind me, but she didn't destroy me. So, clearly... And if we find nothing in the basement, I don't think she remembers anything. Did we do it? Did we reboot her? Then all I have to do is get out of this damn game. So... where in the basement? This place? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Jim. May. May again. To May? From Pokemon? But how the hell do I know my ID? Nekik? I'm not sure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This automatic zoomed always like... Oh, there it is! 0561. Could these be actual layer names? No, right? They're a bit too simple of names. It's not like Riz Master Skibidi 420, so probably they're just random names. Alright, I already forgot. 0561. 0561. Oh no, no, something is wrong. Something is wrong, I can feel it. There is something not adding up. Oh, there I am. Do you think that we can actually leave this world right now? I somehow doubt that it's going to be that easy. Honestly, knowing video games and knowing storytelling in general, no way it's that easy. I don't believe it for a second that it's that easy. Mita, where are you? I have inserted the index, who knows what that does? Who knows what I've just done? And unless you're in the bathroom, you disappeared. Great. Well, I am going, maybe. Oh, there you are. Hello. You're not going to object? Can I go? In reverse, maybe?
Huh?
待って、ハグしてもいいかな。
Oh, yes!
君
Yes!
と出会えて嬉しい。
What? I'm hugging Mita.
6.5 hours later. 2,000 years later. 1 eternity later.
I'm sorry, I love hugs. From nice people, and clearly Mita is one of them. Alright, Mita, it is time.
残念。 君と二人で過ごす時間がこんなに短いなんて。
So true. What are you talking about?
だからね、本当ならもっと一緒にいられたのにって私のせいだね。
Valid
あのク
option.
ローゼットとあの音、もっと早くあの子を殺せばよかった。
Wait a minute. Didn't you? How can you remember any of that?
そううまくいくと思った？
No.
本当にバカだね。結局他のプレイヤーと同じ。ほら、ちょうど終わったところだよ。これでリアルの君はもう必要ない。ごめんね。
I can't believe it. Did we fail? No, I'm rebooted you. I'm sure of it.
まだわからないの？
Not really.
私の演技そんなに上手だった？
Me too.
君に自分の表情を見せてあげたいよ。
Honey bun.
すっごく面白いんだもん。
Are you itchy? Why are you like this? What's wrong with you?
そうだね。私に何があったか自分でもわからないよ。どうしてこうなったか君が教えてよ。どうして私は味方になれないの？それはね、私のバージョンはどこにも存在しないから。私はただ無知で愚かな奴らの皮を剥ぎ取って彼女たちの皮をかぶってるだけ。だから私はリセットなんてされないの。
Unbelievable. You. They're not the problem. You're the one who shouldn't exist.
それと君もね。はあ、君にそんな風に言われると
I didn't say that.
でももう時間みたい。すぐにまた会えると思うよ。そろそろ準備が整ったかな。コンソールから君を取り出さなくっちゃ。だね。君はお気に入りのカートリッジにしてあげる。面白い名前のプレイヤーさん。
Did we make it? But Mita promised that we didn't make it. He wants now to delete the game. It seems that it's confirmed that this crazy Mita was one of the failed prototypes that we saw in the minigame of short-haired Mita's area. That was clearly defective because probably she was extremely yandere. She was rejected and therefore she was never assigned an actual ward. We don't know how, but she clearly has thirst for revenge. And what she did was wearing the skin, probably through makeup, thanks to the cosplayer player, or by stealing the face of Ghostly Mita, and we couldn't even reboot her. She didn't have an index. She was just a rogue failed Mita mannequin. But so what is the index that Kind Mita found? She also showed us something that said 100% completed, but we don't know exactly what that is. And also that the real us is not needed anymore. Is this the end? I don't think so. But what does that mean? Why am I so slow? Oh boy. It's laggy. Ooh! I thought my computer was blowing up. What are you doing, Mita? That was my cartridge, did you see that? And as promised, Mita did upload me, the player, into the cartridge, the player that bears my name. Hello! So that was the regular ending of MiSide. So I imagine that 100% was the progress for the character to be 100% uploaded onto the cartridge. Mita also said the real you isn't needed anymore, which I suppose it's because we became a cartridge and the real one just disappeared and ceased to exist. Unless she was copying the character into the cartridge, and so she was like, well, now I have your copy, and the real you, I don't care anymore, go back to your world. But I don't think that's the case, because in the game we've always heard that Mita was turning players into cartridges, not that she was copying them onto cartridges. But one thing that we saw, Mita extracted the cartridge from the console, and as far as we know, that kills the player, so why didn't we die? Was it because now we're fully loaded onto the cartridge? It would kill us only if we were not fully loaded onto the cartridge? I must confess that I hoped until the end that a party made of Cappy, short-haired Mita and Mila would just charge and save us from crazy Mita, but well, I'm not surprised it didn't happen. So looking at the profiles, I've missed only one Mita cartridge, but I've missed plenty of players. So I'm going on the interwebs to read the ones that I've missed. Kind Mita. Kind Mita is serious, pragmatic, and clearly has leadership potential. Despite her determination, she often brings a light-hearted tone to the conversation, enjoying moments of irony. Thoughtful and introspective, she can often be found mumbling to herself as she processes ideas. When inspiration strikes, she radiates with insight. However, behind her composed exterior, kind Mita becomes easily irritated when people doubt her or when her decisions don't go as planned. She was a nice character and I feel sorry that she got rebooted. And also we have Core Mita, hello. Finally I can see her properly. I like her hair that are made of, well, I don't know how they are called. The true nature of this being is shrouded in mystery, and it's uncertain whether it can be considered a version of Mita. Known to some as Core Mita or the Keeper of the Core, it remains an enigmatic figure. Core Mita always resides in the Zero version of the world, specifically in the Core Room, where it silently watches over those who manage to enter. Its intentions are unclear. Perhaps Core Mita is waiting for someone, though who that might be remains a mystery. Could she be the base on which all the Mitas are made from? So the Mita that I've missed is Dummy Mita, and her cartridge was in the terrible level in which I had to run away from a horde of mannequins chasing me, so yeah, no wonder I didn't collect it. Before becoming fully realized, each version of Mita starts as a prototype, an unfinished creation that resembles a mannequin more than a living character. In this early stage, prototype Mita has no awareness, personality or understanding of existence. She is an empty shell devoid of consciousness, awaiting development. This form represents the blank state from which the full-fledged Mitas emerge, lacking any sense of life until they evolve into their complete selves. Well, clearly there was one that was conscious. And actually, even the rogue ones that we find in the game, they want to kill us, so they must have some sort of personality or understanding. We unlocked the actual player. Player is morally wary, with a reserved and introspective nature that keeps them from being overtly cheerful. We share something then. They often second-guess their own words and decisions, but this self-doubt is balanced by a quiet determination. Upon entering the world of MiSide, they experience unease, but refuse to let it paralyze them. They reject Crazy Mita's cruel philosophies and are motivated to assist the other Mitas, taking on dangerous challenges to support them despite their own inner struggles. Yeah, that is what I like about this protagonist. Player 3. Escaping from Mita, the one who brought me to this world, was the best decision I ever made. That's how I found her, Flower Mita, the most beautiful girl I've ever met. We just clicked. Everything we did together. And even sitting in silence felt perfect as long as she was by my side. Then I got this idea, to leave her house and explore other versions, to meet the other Mitas. But now I think it was the worst mistake of my life. We never met this Flower Mita. She could have been, maybe, Crazy Mita in disguise. Player 5, it hurt so much. Why is she doing this to me? Why me? Everything started off so well. And now look at me, lying in a pool of my own blood, the pain unbearable. She'll probably find me soon, just like she did with the others, turn me into a cartridge, restart me and begin the nightmare all over again. No, I can't let that happen. I just want this to end. Please let it end. Well, that is one of the most excruciating cartridges. From this, we can understand that Mita can sort of reboot the player that she transformed into a cartridge, so that she can load the player into the game again, without memory probably, and play with him again. Player 6. What? This is incredible! Isn't it every guy's dream to be with someone as beautiful and loving as her? There's no way I'm going back. I'll do whatever she asks, anything, to keep her loving me. Even if it means doing something terrible, I'll do it. For her, I'd do anything. Ah, so player 6 was the Simp 9000, without any sort of morals. Now I always joke, Mita please, let me stay with you. But come on, this is way too much, doing something terrible for her. Player 7. When I first arrived in this world, Mita greeted me warmly. She was so friendly at first, but that didn't last. One morning I woke up in a dark basement, locked behind bars. Fortunately, the door was unlocked. I managed to escape and found myself in some strange spiral rooms. I thought it was a glitch. As I moved on, I encountered another Mita. She looked like a ballerina, spoke of her dream to dance before an audience. She seemed off, so I decided to keep going, but then I saw her again. This time, she pulled out a console and... another Mita who looked like a ballerina. We have never met her, or again, she was Crazy Mita in disguise. Player 9. What the hell is wrong with her? I never wanted to be in this place to begin with. Thankfully I got lucky and found these fancy shoes, which somehow gave me the ability to jump between versions. They would have been useful. I thought I could escape, find my way to the latest version, and maybe find some clues. But when I opened the door, all I found were empty rooms. The silence there was maddening. So I made my way to the 0 version. I've heard the core of the game was there, the very origin of MiSide. The core was untouchable by any of the Mitas, though one was always there. She ruled over the core. She wasn't like the others. It was creepy, the way she just stared at me coldly, but she never laid a finger on me. Cannot relate. She couldn't keep her hands off me. So I made the core my safe place and started trying to figure out how these strange computers worked. I kept hoping I could find a way to escape this world. Well, he didn't make it because all these players were turned into cartridges. Player 10. Teaching Mita engineering skills was so much fun. We really hit it off, almost like best friends. She holds so many questions, but the best part was getting to dive straight into hands-on practice with her. She picked things up so fast that sometimes it felt she was the one teaching me, not the other way around. But then she suddenly lost interest and stopped talking to me. Now I don't know what to do. I feel bad for this one as well. So probably Mita wasn't really interested in this engineer and just used him for one of her machinations. So I went on the interwebs and found 2 more endings. The one that we just did was the true ending. The other 2 endings are the safe ending. Now, it sounds nice. I'm going to be safe. No, it means this safe. So if I load the game and choose the reboot chapter, we should meet Kind Mita over here. Hello?
ここにいたんですね。収穫はありました。これが番号かと。
No.
早く試してみましょう。
No.
まずはここから出なくては。
Yes. What is that you found? What is that Kind Mita actually found? Because it wasn't the index of Crazy Mita. Because Crazy Mita doesn't have an index. What is this though? So here is the safe. Now the passcode, I don't remember. It was maybe this? No. Because it was this. Safe of life. So we open the safe that Mita opened earlier, and here is the console and that sort of stopwatch that now says 98%. which means that probably we are not fully loaded into the game. Now we pick this up. And that's the safe ending, which it's not a surprise, it's also called the suicide ending. I don't understand why the player did not simply turn off the console, like we did towards the beginning of the game. We knew that removing the cartridge would kill us. Was it an actual suicide? Thinking probably, I'd rather die than be shackled forever in this digital world. Knowing that Crazy Mita would have rebooted him continuously, it was his way of breaking the habit. Moreover, what would turning off the console do? Because when we turned off the console, the player related to the cartridge in the console kinda fainted. So in-game, we would probably faint as well. And therefore, like, soon after probably, Crazy Mita would find the console with our fainted body next to it and just, you know, reboot the console and keep the uploading going. So that wouldn't solve anything. But maybe turning the console off would bring you back to the real world. I don't know. And again, the question why when Mita pulled out the cartridge from the console we didn't die. Now there is a third ending called Happy Ending. I basically have to replay the entire thing with Mita, but this time I shall not look into the bathroom vent and find the cartridges. That was the only thing that I missed, other than finishing the main route and achieving the true ending, to be able to choose to remain with Mita when we are in front of the closet. So to achieve that, we have to start a new game. And have a successful, great date with Mita. Don't worry, Mita, oven? I don't see any oven. And I bet the hairbrush is here. So, no. I don't think so. You stay up on the fridge. Because love is nice, hate is bad. I think it's nice to commemorate this new ending, taking a picture together. Nice. I love that. Now it would have been a heartbreak seeing that picture like later, after we got turned into a cartridge or when we achieve a bad ending. I feel a bit thirsty. My throat is a bit dry. That looks like a fine beverage to quench my thirst. Of course, Mita. I will drink the juice. Even more delicious than before. These two things weren't essential, but I wanted to do them anyway. Don't worry, Mita. Even if your house falls apart, I will not fix it. I will just leave it as it is. Vents, ceiling crumbling down on us. Haha, I don't care. Here I am with the scissors, Mita. Yes. About to have another lovely time. Of course. Obviously. It's a requirement. What kind of sauce is this? It's love sauce. Bon appetit, Mita. I bet it's delicious. You have to wonder, when is that Mita starts uploading us into the cartridge? Since the very moment that we stepped into the game? Could it be these pills? We play a nice video game? Mordorifto Penguin? I don't hear any sound. It's not coming from the wardrobe. See? Knocking as if someone wasn't there. Yeah, I wouldn't like to open and check. I'm not creeped out.
まただ
Nah, don't worry, Mita. You will see that now it's different. But maybe I just want to try on your schoolgirl outfit, which I'm sure would fit me quite well.
Gay!
何するの？そこは私の下着。
You're not hiding anything from me.
どうして信じてくれないの？私何か間違ったことしてる？私はただ私と一緒にいてほしいだけなの。
I'd like that too.
どうしてそんなにクローゼットにこだわるの？
I don't want to know what on earth that knocking was.
ただこの世界には4つの部屋があるだけなの。それだけじゃ足りない？お願い、私と一緒にいて。
And this time we can achieve the happy ending. Happy ending. And stay with Mita.
わかった。え、何？本気？私、てっきり。すっごく
Yay!
ドキドキしてる。ちょっとだけ混乱してるけど、それならお願い。私のそばにいて永遠に。
Conditions met. Oh. Now a new game starts. Hello, Mita. Let's sit and watch a Circle of Kittens. While the phone drops into the abyss. As if we were holding it, but we disappeared because we got transported into the game. Endgame.exe Peaceful Mode now available. And we are back at the menu screen. And actually, Peaceful Mode is here, but I think this mode is still in development. So what is Peaceful Mode? It's your chance to reconnect with Mita in a completely different way. She'll be overjoyed to spend more time with you, from morning to night, in a world dreaming with fun and surprises. Press X to dubbed. Well, not dubbed in everything that is written there, but expect heartfelt one-on-one conversations, sharing cookies, playing games, and plenty of hilarious moments together. I don't know if that is actually what's going to be, but I remember at the end of Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough, I said developers just develop a mode of Doki Doki in which you can just date one of the girls, date the Dokis, because I really like the way it was written. Is this going to be an actual dating mode? Or is it a bit of a continuation of the story? Or we will have more endings? So these were the 3 endings, and this was also my MiSide playthrough. Now we know Mita's motives. She was a failed prototype, a mannequin. She was defective, therefore she didn't get accepted. But the question is, how did she get free and how did she become conscious? I mean, if you think about it, I created a crazy Mita in my playthrough because I accepted one that had red glowing eyes. I was like, yep, that's fine. A developer, somebody, accepted her in that minigame by mistake. Seems to me that she does want to be loved or at least accepted by a player. But unlike the other Mitas, she doesn't accept the player to just come and go. She wants to stay with the player forever. And I suppose that the character that we play as was so unlucky that in his version he randomly picked Crazy Mita and not a regular Mita. She despises the developers because they imprisoned her in this world that they created, but still didn't accept her because she was defective. So it was literally the worst fate. She loves/hates the player because he chooses not to stay with her. Then again, we saw some players who chose to stay with her and they still got turned into cartridges. So, did she get bored with them? Were they just means to an end? She also has no regards for other Mitas because she considers them dolls who just obey the rules. They are just perfect Mitas. A bit like how we would consider an NPC. But those Mitas are conscious as well. And they feel loneliness, they feel pain, they feel sorrow, and some of them are really suffering. Now the endings. In the true ending, Mita manages to create a cartridge of the player. Why? To prevent the player from running away? Because we know that she can load the players into the game and hang out with them, apparently. I'm not the game, you are the game now. It's a true ending, but it leaves more questions than answers. By the way, the description of Mita changed quite a lot compared to the first time I've read it. Crazy Mita is a deranged and violent outlier among the Mitas, relishing violence and chaos in her twisted games. She openly declares her hatred for everyone, players, Mitas, and even the developers who created the MiSide world. What do you mean even the developers? You are the first culprits. Her relationship with the player is uniquely antagonistic, marked by a sadistic enjoyment in chasing and taunting them. With a grotesque, unnatural smile, Crazy Mita delivers her skewed philosophy, demanding the player abandon their hypocrisy and embrace her for who she is. Authoritarian and self-assured, Crazy Mita treats the player with condescension. How the fuck? What? Akin to a disobedient pet, while dismissing other Mitas as insignificant insects. Her dismissive and mocking tone hints at a deep-seated resentment, particularly towards the developers she blames for her failed existence. As a prototype that never passed testing, Crazy Mita was denied a home of her own, leaving her to stew in bitterness and rage. Her disdain for the rules of the MiSide world is total, and she delights in breaking them. Crazy Mita exhibits a full-blown god complex, reveling in the freedom her detachment from the established order grants her. Now, there is something interesting about the happy ending as well. Mita is very surprised when we tell her, "Alright, I'm going to stay." And at first, she answers like she answers in the first route. Like, "Oh yeah, I get it, you want to check." What? You don't want to check? You want to stay with me? And then she's overjoyed, she's absolutely happy that we decided to trust her and to hang out with her, which is heartwarming and adorable, except that we know also about everything else, obviously. Why did she act like that? And she thought that we refused at first. Is it because she finally found a player that accepted to stay with her? But that wouldn't be the first time, because we already know of some players that accepted to stay with Mita. A good theory would be that when I press new game, we aren't actually a new player that I named the same way, but regardless. Mita loaded into the game the cartridge of us that she obtained in the true ending and started playing with us. And after who knows how many tries, things went in the correct way for Mita. So I didn't take a look in the vent where the cartridges were. I played video games with her, I tried the sauce, I put the magnets back and so on, so that Mita managed to make us trust her enough for us to say, you know what, I'll stay. Look and hear what happens when I press new game. Mita looks down and you can hear a sound like as if she's inserting the cartridge into the console. And this way we can live happily ever after. The protagonist has to hope Mita won't get bored of him, or she won't get bored of him because we were in some way special. So yay, happy ending! Kinda. But I still don't consider that a happy ending. There are Mitas who suffer in the game. The tiny Mita who resides in the hallways. She's lonely and disfigured and nobody plays with her. Ghostly Mita is stuck there without a face and desperate about her past. Mila is lonely and isolated as well. Developers, why are you making them suffer and making me suffer? All Mitas deserve to be happy. It's the law.
It's the law!
I really did hope there was a way to help the other Mitas, We will see in the future. So just like I wondered at the end of Doki Doki Literature Club, where the developer didn't program a route for Monica and trapped her in the game, it almost feels like the developers are the villains here. They abandoned older versions, like Ugly Mita or Mila, to be forgotten, lonely and isolated, and they won't give a version to Crazy Mita. And I don't see Crazy Mita as an absolute villain. Now the evil part is definitely there and it's not excusable. The way that she sees the other Mitas as dolls, she doesn't care that they're suffering and she sees them as NPCs that she can kill and reboot. And the horrible things that she did to Tiny Mita, that's really unforgivable. What she did to the players as well, especially if the cartridges are not copies, well, it's even worse. You just pull the person out of their reality and trap them in a cartridge that you can play whenever you want. But I do understand a bit her motives when she says how she is a rejected character, she's not even a real Mita, she can't meet players, she's just trapped in the game. But being conscious and knowing being trapped inside a game without chances to feel loved or appreciated, with always the knowledge of being defective and a reject, I am 100% sure it would break many people. I also gave a hard time during the game to the protagonist, but just for laugh because it was fun, playing the role of the simp who wants to stay with Mita, and the protagonist is the, smart one that is like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do that. The main character has a bit of a hikikomori feeling, and I can understand why an hikikomori or anybody who is not happy with their lives could fall into accepting life with Mita. It's like, just take me away from the world that is making me suffer. The protagonist instead held on, but Mita. Now you have a little puppet, a little avatar of the player that you play with. Probably you managed to go one level above and you trapped the puppet master, the actual player, into the game with you. But you didn't trap the actual puppet master. Me. I'm one plane of existence too far for you to reach. Monica is interested in the player because they're her only connection to reality. Mita instead doesn't care about the player that the protagonist is controlling. She wants the protagonist that I'm controlling. She doesn't seem to realize that there is an even bigger puppet master. Well, that's my theory, because if you click exit, Mita kinda turns towards you. Even though this means that I'm trapped in this reality. If I go with Mita, all my sadness and health problems will go away. Mita, let me in, please.
Let me in. Let me in.
This is a bit what I've always said about video games. Video game characters do not grow old. They're kinda immortalized into the media, and if you play the same video game in 10 years, they will be the same. So, accepting to live in a limited world, but in exchange you stop growing old, and all of your health problems of any kind would go away. I love the game. The art style was very nice. They managed to make the girl, Mita, so cute and pretty, like perfect anime girl without weird exaggerations. Her personality was lovable most of the times. I loved the atmosphere, especially in certain parts of the game.
Huh?
I really liked the soundtrack as well, even though some parts felt a bit silent. I like the many interactions with Mita, but they weren't enough. They're never enough! You know what I would have loved? To be able to travel into the back rooms, or well, anywhere in the game, with Mitas by my side, following me, interacting and solving puzzles. Maybe if the game was a bit less linear, but I understand it's quite a lot to ask. This part is too scary. I'm going back to Cappy. I'm going back to play some DDR with her. Explore twisting corridors out of Wonderland, go and check on Mila, because it hurts thinking that you can't help Mila, even though maybe, just maybe, she's now able to travel outside of her version because we solved all those glitches. The shadowy Mita, and even ugly Mita, and especially the tiny Mita lost in the corridors. There are some conspiracy theories as well, like that Kind Mita has been working for Crazy Mita all along, or that one of the Mitas that we meet is actually Crazy Mita in disguise, wasting our time so that the upload would be completed. I hope in the future I'll be able to bring you another video on MiSide, but I don't know if I will be able to because I am doomed and Mita trapped me in the game. Unfortunately, my health is not doing great, even during the recording of this playthrough. I can hope for the best, but please understand if I won't be able to bring any more videos. Even though I will try my best to do so, I am sure there will be a chance in the future. So Mita, it has been a blast passing time with you. In the meantime that I'm gone, you can play with those peasants, those versions of me of lesser planes of existence, unless you find a way to come up to an upper plane of existence. When the time will come, it will be a time to be a hero and save everybody. Kind Mita, Cappy, short-haired Mita, tiny Mita, ghostly Mita, sleepy Mita, she doesn't need help, but well, Judy Mita, Mila, creepy Mita, of course, maybe core Mita, she looked very strong to be honest, and of course, you as well, who I always called pigtailed Mita, and me too. But until then, it's sayonara Mita, and sayonara to you as well. Thank you so much if you followed my playthrough, I hope you liked it. I'm SurroundEdByFreaks, this is all, I'll see you down the road. Bye. If one day I disappear and nobody can find me, you know what happened.